Welcome to Haunted Viel, where we explore the most terrifying and mysterious encounters with the supernatural. Today we bring you a chilling first-hand account from Brackenridge Asylum, one of the most haunted locations in the country. Prepare yourself for a journey into the unknown. Brackenridge Asylum was established in the late 1800s, a place meant to be a sanctuary for the mentally ill. However, it quickly gained a dark reputation due to the inhumane treatments and the countless deaths that occurred within its walls. The asylum was shut down in the 1970s, but its dark past continues to haunt those who dare to enter. I had always been fascinated by the paranormal, and when I heard the stories about Brackenridge Asylum, I knew I had to investigate. Armed with a flashlight, a camera, and a spirit box, I decided to venture into this forsaken place one cold October night, hoping to capture evidence of the paranormal. As I approached the asylum, a sense of unease washed over me. The building loomed in the distance, its windows dark and empty, like soulless eyes staring back at me. I parked my car and gathered my gear, my heart pounding with both excitement and fear. Entering the asylum was like stepping into another world. The air was thick with dust and the smell of decay. Every step I took echoed through the empty halls, amplifying the silence. I made my way to the main hall, where I decided to set up my base for the night. I started my exploration in the East Wing, where the most violent patients were kept. The walls were covered in graffiti, and the doors to the cells were rusted and hanging off their hinges. As I walked down the corridor, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was being watched. It wasn't long before I started to hear strange noises. Footsteps echoed down the hall. But when I turned to look, no one was there. The temperature dropped suddenly, and I saw my breath mist in the air. I felt a cold chill run down my spine. As I entered what used to be the treatment room, I saw a shadow move out of the corner of my eye. I turned quickly, but there was nothing there. I decided to use the spirit box to try and communicate with whatever presence was in the room. I asked if anyone was there, and after a few moments of static, I heard a faint voice say, "Help me." My heart raced as I continued to ask questions. The responses were sporadic, but I could make out a few words. Pain. Trapped. Sarah. I continued my investigation, moving deeper into the asylum. As I approached the central courtyard, I saw her, a woman in a tattered hospital gown, standing in the middle of the courtyard. She looked at me with hollow eyes filled with despair. I tried to speak to her, but my voice caught in my throat. She began to walk towards me, and I felt an overwhelming sense of dread. I raised my camera to capture the moment, but as I did, she vanished. I was left standing there, my heart pounding, trying to comprehend what I had just witnessed. After my encounter with Sarah, I decided to learn more about the asylum's history. I discovered that Sarah was a patient who had been committed to Brackenridge in the 1950s. She had suffered from severe depression and was subjected to cruel treatments. It's said that she died under mysterious circumstances, and her spirit has been trapped in the asylum ever since. Many believe that Sarah's ghost is unable to move on because of the trauma she endured in life. Her presence, along with the other restless spirits, continues to haunt the halls of Brackenridge Asylum. Determined to gather more evidence, I decided to conduct a full-scale paranormal investigation. I set up cameras, motion sensors, and EVP recorders throughout the asylum. As the night wore on, the activity increased. My cameras captured orbs of light moving through the darkness, and my EVP recorders picked up voices that weren't audible to the human ear. One of the most chilling moments was when a motion sensor was triggered in an empty hallway. The footage showed a shadowy figure passing by, but there was no one there. Towards the end of the night, I had my most intense encounter. I was in the West Wing, where the asylum's morgue was located. As I entered the room, I felt an overwhelming sense of sorrow. I turned on my spirit box, and immediately, the air grew colder. I asked if anyone was there, and the response was immediate. Leave. The voice was different from before, more urgent. Suddenly I felt a sharp pain in my side, as if I had been hit. I stumbled back, and as I did I saw her again, Sarah, standing in the doorway, her eyes filled with sadness. I knew I had to leave. After leaving the asylum, I reviewed the footage and recordings. The evidence was clear. Brackenridge Asylum is truly haunted. The voices, the apparitions, the physical sensations, all pointed to a place filled with restless spirits. Sarah's presence was the most powerful, and I believe she was trying to tell her story. I shared my findings with paranormal experts, who confirmed that the evidence was compelling. The voices and the apparition were consistent with other documented hauntings, and they agreed that Brackenridge Asylum is one of the most active locations they've ever seen. The haunting of Brackenridge Asylum is a chilling reminder of the horrors that can linger long after the physical world has moved on. My encounter with Sarah, the ghostly apparition, is just one of many stories that continue to emerge from this forsaken place. Thank you for joining me on this terrifying journey. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more spine-tingling tales from Haunted Viel. Share your thoughts and any similar experiences you know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious and stay spooky.